Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to the channel. Since the last video, I was able to get all the fluid in there and get the engine started, get it cycling, pull that fluid out of the pan, which, you know, like I said last time, I thought it was probably getting pretty full after 9 quarts. I believe that's a 9-quart pan if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, I was able to get all the fluid in there. I think I have right around 20 quarts or so in there. I can't remember exactly how many quarts I ordered, but I do have 4 quarts left over. The white one right there, that's power steering fluid, but the 4 grays, that's my transmission fluid from Power Driven Diesel is where I picked my fluid up at. Today I want to concentrate on getting the Anteater installed and then hopefully maybe move the truck under its own power. So Anteater is a device that controls the transmission. This is an electronic transmission. Since my truck is a factory 6-speed, I have no way of controlling the transmission. These can be used in a wide variety of applications when you have a 47, 48 RE combination or transmission behind your Cummins. For instance, a buddy of mine, Dylan Galloway, Dirty Diamond Diesel. If you guys have not subscribed to his channel, you're going to want to check him out. Right here is his channel information, and in the description is a link to his channel. He did a cummins swap and he used a Anteater to control that. He has built a wide variety of trucks and toys and customer builds. He has a lot of stuff to offer over on his channel. So like I said, link is in the description. You guys check out Dylan over at Dirty Diamond Diesel and give him a follow, subscribe to his channel. He's also on Facebook and Instagram with the business as far as the Dirty Diamond Diesel. So as far as the Anteater, we're gonna work on getting that installed today. When you order this from FirePunk, it is gonna come with your controller, your wiring harness, your remote, flash drive cable, or basically a USB cable, and then also a flash drive. On this flash drive is going to be driver installs and your base files. The controller is already loaded with base tunes, so we don't need to do anything with that, which is a good thing because we are a complete Mac-based house. I do not have any Windows-based computers to where I can download that stuff on there and do some custom tunes. So like I said, we're just gonna use the base tunes and should be fine. Hooking this up is very, very simple, very straightforward, very easy to do. The only thing you need is a keyed on power, your chassis ground, and then your sensor wire. You will pick this up from your bottom of your TPS sensor, the plug in there. If you guys have not picked this up yet, this is an ATSG book for the 46, 47, 48 RE transmissions. This book is a lifesaver. I have used it countless times in the building of the transmission in that truck. In this, it will show you where pin 3 is. That's the signal wire in your TPS plug. And then it also tells you what color it is. It is a light blue with a black trace. So after you get that unplugged and get some stuff stripped back, you can come over here and see that this is the pin 3 location right there, because it is not labeled. It does not have anything on there, which is surprising. Usually a lot of these plugs will be labeled as far as what numbers they are, but it wouldn't matter because you want to pay attention and hook up to the right wire. So you can see that is a light blue with a black trace. So we're going to splice into this wire right here, and that should be it. Run our wires, our wiring harness down to the transmission, to the speed sensor on the tail shaft, and then the main plug of the harness, which is that one right there. That'll plug in right by the shift levers, and then this will get ran inside the truck to the remote. So that's it. That's how simple it is. So right now we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to try and find a location to mount the controller. I have went back and forth trying to figure out where to mount this at. I thought about some Velcro on top of the fuse box lid, and then when I need it in there, just undo it and kind of lay it to the side. I thought about trying to get it mounted up underneath on the firewall right there. This just trying to find some place to mount this thing has been rather too much time consuming for me anyway. So what I've chosen to do is I drilled a couple of holes in the side of my battery box, and we're going to mount it in this area right here. So they're just a round-headed quarter 20. It's going to get mounted right there. We'll put some dielectric grease on the plug because this plug is not a weather type plug. All right, before I mount this in the truck, I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and use a 1/4 inch nut driver and put this in place, because going up in the bottom of it like that would be kind of a pain in the butt. So this will only go in one way. You can see how you have tabs there, 2 top and bottom, 1 top and bottom, and then there is tabs here on each one of these plugs. Like I said, it'll only go in one way. Just line it up. Give it just a little bit of snug tight, and that's good enough. Now we can go ahead and take this and mount it on the side of the battery box and start running the harness to the desired location. Next, gonna go ahead and mount the anteater in place. Alright, after I have it mounted there, I'm going to want to pick up, I got a good ground here, I got a ground up here, and I have a ground here if I so choose. But the way it's placed within the harness, probably just going to utilize this ground down here. It's just a chassis ground, and then we can start laying and routing kind of our harnesses wherever they need to be. To do the plug tap, this is kind of tricky. You guys can do it however you want. I like to keep things nice and sealed up. So what I'll probably do is, you can see I pulled this signal wire out of the plug itself. The way this works is this piece here, this orange piece here, it pulls out, and then there's little clips inside there that you can push over, and you're able to pull each individual wire out. Now, unless you absolutely positively know what you're doing, I would not suggest doing it this way, or pay attention to what you're doing, so you know, because if this drops and you are holding on to this and you jerk all those wires out of there, have fun putting them all back in the right place. Luckily, it shouldn't, because of the weather pack back there. And I'm sure you could find something online that tells you which wire goes where inside your TPS sensor plug. So I'm going to go ahead and start routing some of the wires. Pull my signal wire over so I can tap into my throttle position sensor, and then go ahead and start running everything where it needs to go inside the engine compartment, and then routing my remote wire into the cab and plugging it in and mounting it where in my desired location. All right, got that all done. I'll take you underneath the truck, show you the connections that you make underneath the truck. Everything's the same. You just unplug your factory plug and plug the new anteater plug back in, and then you also unplug your factory plug for your speed sensor in the tail shaft or in the extension housing, overdrive housing, whatever you call it, and you plug the anteater plug in there. Everything always takes me a little bit longer because I'm always changing things and doing things different. I went through and redid some things as far as some wiring here. Got my anteater all mounted on the side of the battery box like I wanted to. I got the fuse here so I can check it. And then I did run my cable in there for the remote, so we can go in there, take a look at that. When you key the power on, your remote will come on. All right, underneath the truck, you're gonna plug into your factory plug. In my case, I don't have it. In everybody else's case, possibly, you're gonna plug into your factory position. You're just gonna unplug what you have and plug into your electronics plug that's on your throttle body. And then also you're gonna plug into your speed sensor that's on your tail shaft. I did want to drive the truck tonight too, but as you can see, you can see my lights and you can see the Christmas lights across the street there. Yes, it's time to take them down. Anyway, I did want to drive the truck tonight too, but it's dark. I don't want to be stuck alongside the road someplace, even though we are in a subdivision trying to get it home. So we're gonna wait until we have some daylight. And also what I would like to do is try and find a Windows-based computer so I can check everything out and make sure everything's working properly the way that it's supposed to be. Or I may have to bite the bullet and download Windows on my MacBook. Just seems like everything is becoming more and more computer oriented on this. From ISPRO gauges, I have the ability to set parameters on the ISPRO gauges as far as the indicator light, but I can't do that because I do not have a Windows-based computer. So until the technology's out there for the MacBooks, we may have to bite the bullet and buy a Windows-based. So anyway, or download Windows on my my MacBook. So anyway, hop in here. When you first put your key in, I don't have the remote mounted yet either because I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it. On the side of the shifter here, make a little bracket and put it here. I haven't decided yet where I want to put this. So for the time being, we're just going to put it right there. Turn the key on. That indicates there is power. You go through your tunes and then you have your overdrive. So that's pretty much the long and short of it there. Alright guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, check out Dylan Galloway's channel. It's Dirty Diamond Diesel. He has an awesome channel. He's done a gas diesel shorty build. He's done, can't remember if he's done the Fummins on the channel. I'd have to go back and check. But he had a Fummins, he had a 6-speed truck. I know he has something new coming to the channel, so if you guys don't mind, check out Dylan's channel. Besides that, that's pretty much all I have for tonight. So if you don't mind, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll see you guys in the next one.